where we're live at 8:35. I'm Whitney.
And I'm Gibson. We'll be your host today.
Today is Monday, January 30th.
This week's word of the week is resourcefulness.
It is being clever, creative, imaginative, and inventive. Now let's head over to Xander and Lane for today's pledge and weather.
Thanks, guys. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please pause for a moment of silence. And now for Lane for today's weather.
For the weather today, in general cloudy with a 15% chance of rain and a high of 61. Winds light and variable back to the south.
Thanks, guys.
For today's lunch, we have popcorn chicken, cheeseburger, or hamburger.
For tomorrow's lunch, we have chicken Alfredo or crunchy corn dog.
Remember, we also have salad and sub sandwiches.
And now to Lane for today's sports report.
The Philadelphia Eagles beat San Francisco 49ers 7-31, and the Kansas City Chiefs beat Cincinnati Bengals 20-23. That concludes our sports for today.
In club news, Chesson Board Game Club will not meet today, but will be restarting in January, and Pep Band is today after school. Stay tuned for more information.
All people participating in the talent show will also be meeting. What was that we were supposed to talk about that's coming up?
Oh yeah, the talent show.
Oh, right. The talent show is coming up. It will be on February 13th at 6 p.m. in the cafe.
Thank goodness we remembered. Don't want to forget that. You don't want to miss this event. Do you know what's going to be going on for sale soon?
I sure do. Candy Grams will be for sale starting on February 1st until February 13th before ELT outside the front doors and the cafeteria. You can send a note and candy to anyone you want.
Next week is Literacy Week, and there will be opportunities to win prizes each day on the news as well as a pajama and hat day on Friday. Money raised on Friday will go to our book club. There will also be drawings for a gift card on Friday for all that participate during the week.
Guess what?
What?
The United Store has been restocked and will be open Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8:10 to 8:25. Be sure to come before reporting to ELT with your bank card.
A Love Our Reading, our virtual reading event, is coming in February. Be sure to RSVP. This is an announcement on Canvas. Today's January 30th, and here's what happened today in history.
January 30th, 1847. Previously known as Yerba Buena, the name of a plant meaning good herb, San Francisco is given its current name. 1931. The American silent romantic comedy film City Lights had its world premiere and is considered by many to be Charlie Chaplin's crowning achievement in cinema. 1933. The iconic phrase, "Hi-yo Silver," is heard for the very first time as the fictional character the Lone Ranger is introduced on radio station WXYZ, Detroit, Michigan. 1941. American politician Dick Cheney was born. He held various government offices and most notably the U.S. Vice President from 2001 until 2009. 1945. The greatest maritime disaster in history occurred as the German ocean liner Wilhelm Gustloff was sunk by a Soviet submarine, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 9,000 people. 1948. Indian leader Mahatma Gandhi, considered the father of his country and internationally esteemed for his doctrine of nonviolent protest to achieve political and social progress, was assassinated. 1982. The first computer virus is released into the wild. The virus, known as elk cloner, was created by 15-year-old Richard Skrenta as a practical joke. 2011, California became the first state to celebrate Fred Korematsu Day, which honored the Japanese-American activist who was convicted in 1942 of violating an exclusion order requiring him to relocate. His subsequent legal appeals were denied. These are just a few of the things that have happened today, January 30th in history. This has been Mr. Scott with Today in History. Thanks for watching.
Now let's head over to Xander for today's Raider Reflection.
For today's reflection, we would like you to think about this week's word of the week, resourcefulness. What do you think it means and how you can apply it? Remember, Raiders, we love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.